Hey, thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Jonathan. That was super interesting trainer road info there. Really excited. Um, but hey, so we are going to next speak with Ornot. So Ornot is an 8-year-old cycling apparel brand based in San Francisco, committed to building quality gear with minimal branding, with a focus on durability, sustainability, and domestic manufacturing. We're here with Ornot's founder, Matt Kwan, to talk about what's next for the brand. Matt, how are you doing?
Good, good. It's fun to go after Trainer Road after I've listened to a lot of it. I've been in that world for so long. I'm kind of out of it now, but still, it's right there. Anyway, hi.
Well, hey, I think that kind of leads into the beginning. How did you get inspired to start Ornot?
Well, I've been a bike racer ever since I was 15, and my profession has been as a graphic designer. Ever since I was 21. And I was able to kind of like merge the two together, my profession, which was graphic design, and cycling, which was my passion. Um, in my profession, if anyone has ever worked with a graphic designer, um, we'll create a design and we'll sometimes become very attached to it, and we'll present it to the client, and the client will be like, I love it. And now can you just make the logo bigger? And this was like just the pet peeve, I think, not only of mine, but many graphic designers. So when I started Ornot, it was kind of born out of this ability to make my own clothing with logos that were just like really small or maybe not even there. So Ornot was born as, you could be a rolling billboard or not.
Yeah, that name Ornot is very playful. You know, it's it just speaks to that kind of excitement, and it's not a normal. It's not just everything about the brand is kind of exciting. Um, so you are located in San Francisco, and I understand making your clothing in California is very important to you.
Yeah. Yeah. So making clothing here, but we ever since I started it, we've been making our clothing here in California, and some other stuff here in the US. But for the most part, yeah, it's all made here. And we do that because it's a little bit more efficient. So we're a climate neutral certified brand, and it's a huge way for us to kind of keep an eye on our footprint, and keep it efficient. And then I just want to jump back to one thing, just about the name, right? Like, so following, Trainer Road, it's like, you could be super serious all the time. You could always follow your weight per kg, watts per kg. I think I was just really into it because that's kind of how it was born also. It wasn't just you could be a rolling billboard or not. It's we could be super serious about cycling all the time. We could always, train, or we could sometimes, just turn around here or enjoy the view. So it was always just about having fun on bikes, which also includes racing, but it also includes just, cruising down the road.
Cool. So let's take a look at some of the pieces we're going to be talking about today. The first piece is super cool. I know it is a new jacket that's kind of building off a very popular jacket that's already in line. Can you tell us a little bit about what's coming out?
Yeah, so this first jacket that we're going to talk about is a little bit of a sidestep because it's not a traditional cycling jacket, but it's born out of one of our very traditional cycling jackets. So this first jacket is called the Trail Magic, and it's made with a fabric that we're really familiar with because we've used it in one of our cycling jackets for a long time. It's a special version of Polartec Neo Shell, and it's not. It's a 3-layer fabric. It has a membrane in the middle, but it has a knit interior and a knit face. And um, the knit face and the knit interior, along with a stretchy membrane, allows the jacket to be really soft on your skin and also to stretch. So it looks like we're still looking at there. But so this jacket is really stretchy. It's really comfortable and extremely breathable. And this, I kind of designed this jacket because I wanted a sort of very specific cycling jacket that we could wear here in San Francisco all year round, because San Francisco is often jacket weather. It can be 50 at the beach in the summer. So it's a mountaineering style jacket that's been adapted for cycling. And we're using Polartec Neoshell as the main fabric. It's really soft and stretchy. And then we kind of took it one step further, and we've added a Polartec Alpha zip out vest. So this jacket has a vest made out of this like really soft Polartec Alpha. If anyone's familiar with it, it's really lightweight. You can kind of almost see through it. And the vest itself zips out. So you can wear this jacket all year, with the vest.
So sorry, Matt, is this something that is out now, and what can we expect in terms of pricing?
Yeah, so this jacket is not out now. It's coming out in, we'll say February. It's things, as with a lot of things, it's kind of up in the air. The jacket's going to retail for $380, and
that's a great price point for that kind of material.
Yeah. So, and this is the most expensive thing that we make. Since we're direct to consumer, we're able to kind of control our costs and our margins a little bit, but we're very price conscious.
Fantastic. And this is part of kind of a larger family of these cycling jackets. This is kind of born out of one of your more popular jackets. Can you tell us a little bit about the Magic Shell?
Yeah. So the Trail Magic was born out of the Magic Shell, which uses this same version of Polartec Neoshell. That's it's stretchy and it's soft on the interior, and it's extremely breathable. We kind of fell in love with this fabric when Polartec gave us some to test with back in 2017, 2018. And we were the first company to actually bring a jacket to market with this fabric. And we're still one of the only few that make a cycling jacket with this specific version of Polartec Neoshell. Like I said before about the Trail Magic, it's just really breathable and stretchy and soft. So it just moves with you on the bike, and it just feels really good.
So yeah, I noticed these are super low branding, something you can really wear anywhere. Do you feel like these are for, what kind of cyclists are wearing these? Is this roadies, newbies? Kind of where do you see it fitting?
Yeah, well, now that everybody seems to be riding bikes, these jackets work for, almost everyone. They work for, the cyclist who's been around forever, as well as we have a ton of new cyclists that come into our store here in San Francisco. And they just kind of need help, figuring out what they're going to wear now that it's getting cooler outside. So it really works for everyone.
And I also understand you offer, one more super popular jacket in that kind of family of Ornot jackets, the microclimate.
Yeah. So this one, so pretty much everything I'm going to talk about is something that I personally wanted. And what better way to run a company than to just make stuff you want. So the microclimate is a lightweight jacket made specifically out of our need in San Francisco to deal with the different microclimates. So in San Francisco, it can be 70 in the Mission and 50 at the beach, and then 85 in Marin, and the Golden Gate Bridge is always freezing. So we wanted a jacket that could take you all those places, and then you can pack up the jacket. So a packable lightweight jacket. And we had made a typical wind jacket before, and those typical wind jackets often don't breathe. And we wanted something that was really breathable. It's kind of a theme throughout all of our outerwear. And so this microclimate jacket is extremely breathable. It's made with a fabric milled in Italy. It's a stretch woven, and it's made especially for us. It has this really interesting raised interior. It's a little bit hard for it to kind of show through in here, but this is actually kind of like a fuzzy flocked raised interior, and we use that insulation in strategic areas. So we'll use it in the chest, we'll use it in the arms, and this jacket is packable and super breathable. So you could wear it all day or not.
Great. I know I've got a ton of cycling jackets that feel like you're just wearing a wet trash bag when you've got them on. So that's super nice. So that's all the jackets, but I feel like there's a bunch of other stuff that the brand offers. There's your whole wear it on the bike or not collection. Can we explain what that is?
Sure. So obviously we make traditional cycling clothing with the 3 back pockets and the bib shorts and everything that you would expect. But we also have this line of clothing called Wear It On Your Bike or Not. And this one also was born out of stuff that I wanted personally. And all of this collection is cut and sewn here in the US. And we wanted something that was just like a little bit more casual. So, with the advent of gravel, you don't need to be quite as aero as you may need to be on a road bike, on a big long road ride. And so we've developed clothing that is based in technical fabrics. So a lot of the fabric that we use is Polartec or other high-end technical fabric, but cut specifically to work well while you're riding, but to be casual enough that you could wear it, every day or not.
Amazing. And it looks like you offer it in both a men's and women's collection.
Yeah, so we have both men's and women's. It kind of it's a little bit up and down depending on which pieces are for men, which pieces are for women. But we have a new hooded sweatshirt that's coming out just Friday. We just got these done here, and it's also made with a gridded Polartec fabric. It's power grade, and this is made with dead stock fabric. So instead of producing virgin fabric from a mill, we source, or we actually hunt for dead stock fabric that we can use, and we kind of deem it special projects. So we go out and we find this really interesting dead stock fabric, and we find the best way to kind of make it into something that you could wear on your bike or not.
That's super cool. I love that, giving a second life to those remnants. So we've got a few minutes here, and I just want to dive into one last section. So Ornot also, we saw on a bunch of those slides, you make incredible handlebar bags. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yeah, so we've been making bar bags for 5 or 6 years now, and I wanted a way to kind of ride my bike without stuffing my back pockets full of everything. And then also with the advent of gravel, aerodynamics is not quite as important. So yeah, we have these bar bags, and they work really well with regular cycling kit or with the kind of wear it on your bike or not casual attire, because it allows you to go out with different clothing, because you can put everything in your handlebar bag on your bike. So it just kind of opens up a different way to think about heading out for a bike ride, or maybe what you might do on your way, or on your way to your ride, or after your ride. It's just kind of a new way for us to think about dressing and riding.
All right, that brings us kind of right up to the end here. I just want to remind everyone watching to hit up outside-jam.com/media, password Tamalpius, so you can download Ornot's media kit. You can request one-on-one meetings with Matt, and you can also put in a request for product demo. Tons of cool new stuff coming out from Ornot, as well as awesome stuff already in line. Great company. Matt, any closing words before we pass this over to our next brand?
Yeah, it looks like there was a question about men's and women's, and yeah, we do offer almost everything for women. Our casual line, our wear it on your bike or not, has a couple of holes for women, but our traditional cycling line, it has almost complete parity across the board.
Perfect. All right, great. Anything else? Hit up Matt after the show. I'm going to pass it over to Jess now, and we are going to be talking with Cotopaxi.
Thanks, Greg. Thank you, guys. That was really cool to see what Ornot is doing. It's amazing to see the innovation in the bike space and loving some of those bright colorways, which leads us very nicely into a brand that is very well known for their colorways, their color blocking, their super unique styling.